Hello, hello.
I like to see when people get on. We're just gonna wait a little bit, guys, till some people get on here. And uh, hang on, I need to tag Jasmine. Hold up. Tagged. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna wait until some people get on. I want to at least see about like 3 to 5 people before we get started on our topic tonight. Hello. I can't see who that is. Oh, Mariella, hi. Okay, there we go. So guys, we just want to share with you our experience that we're having tonight. Some of the beautiful ladies that we got to meet, and the time that we're having out here in Chicago. It's a great blessing, and everything just aligned together. Don't you agree?
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
And we wanted to get on here because we feel like we're receiving so much that we wanted to share that experience with you guys. We are in Chicago for an event called We Rise, hosted by Kayla Jetta and her partner, who is also her mom.
Yes.
Her name is Lisa. If you guys don't know who Kayla Jetta is, I do strongly recommend to search for her on Facebook. She is a wonderful, wonderful life coach. Ontological?
I think so, yeah.
Coach. And we are in Chicago taking in everything. So we wanted to get on here and share a little bit of that experience with you guys.
Yeah, so tonight, guys, we had, actually, first I should say we started from this morning, and me and Jasmine actually woke up really early. We got up at like 6 o'clock. We went and got a workout in. After we worked out, like I showered, I did some reading. She did some of her own stuff. And then the event started this morning at 10 o'clock. There were a few men there, and they did have awesome, amazing speakers. So I just want to say, like, it's crazy how we got to get to the event as well.
Yeah.
So how it happened was, we have this, women's empowerment group, guys, and we do have our event coming up December 14th. So ladies, you are more than welcome to come. We strongly advise that you do come. You don't even have to know like what it is that you're gonna do or what it's for. Just go. Just show up, guys.
Yes, I think there's something so beautiful when you say yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we did with this event.
Yep.
So leading up to this event, we weren't exactly sure how all the details were going to come together. We just decided to say yes to ourselves. We decided we deserve
Yes.
to have a yes to ourselves, to show up for ourselves. And it's like she said earlier, it's just so beautiful how it all aligned together. When we said yes, we didn't know our work situation, we didn't know our family situation, we didn't know our hotel situation. Everything was so unclear. All we knew is that we deserve to invest in ourselves. And by doing that, everything just came perfectly. So perfect that even our hotel experience has been amazing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Amazing. And we woke up this morning, like she said, we went to the gym because we said we love ourselves so much that we say yes to keeping ourselves healthy, to keeping ourselves strong. And starting off your day with that mentality just kind of allows everything to work in your favor. So this experience has been great. We've been we've been able to have the pleasure to hear a lot of amazing speakers just kind of give out their testimony, some very strong testimonies. Earlier today, we heard Sarah Cannell speak. She is also a book author.
Yes.
She's sat with Oprah Winfrey and been on, I believe,
New York Times,
New York Times, yes. And hearing her testimony is a reassurance that our testimonies, our life experiences
are meant to be heard. Like she was saying, like, one of the things she was talking about earlier was that your story is meant for other people to hear. And she was also saying, she needed that permission from herself. And I think a lot of times, guys, that's what we're looking for, is permission or reassurance from somebody, or a sign that's saying that what we're doing is right and that what we're doing is going down the right path. And I feel like me and Jasmine, how we even came together was just so magical. Like, I feel like this is like my best friend.
And everyone so far has been like, when we tell them we just met like 3 months ago, they're like, what? It just seems like you guys have known each other forever. And we're like, no, we actually just met, and we feel that meeting was there's a purpose. I mean, everything has its purpose.
Like,
you know?
look at where we have come from, like, when
Yes.
we first met. Like, oh my gosh, guys. So okay, let me share how I met Jasmine. So I'm not going to say I do, because that's wrong. I have my own Mary Kay business. So I facialed her, and when I facialed her, she bought some products. We stayed in touch after that, and she said, hey, would you like to be a part of this women empowerment group? And I was like, yeah. Like, at that moment, I was soul searching, trying to find myself, trying to find something extra to do, and I'm like, let's do this. And we started doing our meetings on Sunday nights. So once our meetings became like, we got closer and started talking almost on a daily basis. And then it was crazy, because in this like women empowerment group, we share motivational things. We stand each other's ass about like our goals.
So let's actually explain to them what a women's empowerment group is.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys are familiar with the term a mastermind group.
Yeah, I like that.
And if you're not familiar with what a mastermind group is, we definitely recommend to look into that. That is where you commit to being a part of a group where you set similar goals, or you're aiming for something, you're setting goals together, and then you're holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
And there is something so powerful in being a part of an accountable group, because at that point, you're still showing up. We talked about showing up for yourself, saying yes to yourself. But when you're sharing your goals, you're declaring your goals with a group of people who believe in you, who support you, who, like she says, kicks your butt. Like, say, hey, you set this goal. You said you were going to the gym. How's that going?
Yeah,
Where'd
let's
you go?
hold
What
you
time?
accountable.
Yes. And gives you ideas, inputs. Because sometimes we kind of get stuck. Like, we know we want to do something, but there isn't clarity in what we want to do, or we kind of hit some blocks because we're not sure how to make this happen.
Use the tools that we have. So
exactly. So a group like that actually helps bring clarity to that, you know. So it gives you accountability, it gives you clarity, it gives you support. In our case, we have what's called the Women's Empowerment Group. That's what we've named this specific group, because it's just women who support, who empower, who are there for each other, and that's very magical.
It is. And like, I'm actually really proud of all the women in the group, guys. Like, everybody has their own path, right? So what my path is different than Jasmine's path, you know, and what the other ladies' paths are different too. So you can't compare your success or any of the things that you're doing with the other person you see. You just have to see, I guess, your own growth and be happy with the changes that you're making. So for me, I'm just really proud of all the women in the group that are actually like staying pretty much consistent with like everything that they're doing. And I feel like it all has to do with like the group and the women that we have, and just like how powerful we all are when we come together, guys. And I guess like I was very happy to be able to meet Jasmine and all the other women. And now like we met up to talk about our event that's coming up December 14th. And she's like, hey, are you going to that event? Because we share things in the group. And she actually shared Kayla's live, but right before she shared Kayla's live in the group messaging, I actually seen her post, and I messaged Kayla. So when we met, I was like, hey, yeah, I was able to be blessed like to get a free ticket to go to this event, right? And she goes, well, you have to go. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And she's like, you know what, Miranda, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about how like our rooms are gonna be. Don't worry about the money we have to come up with. Don't worry about your schedule. Just say yes, and everything will align perfectly. And it did.
It did. And when we say it aligned so perfectly, like, we were both a little concerned, right? We said yes. We know things are going to fall through, but we aren't very clear on how that's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's aligned so perfectly that we are actually sitting in the executive level of the Palmer House Chicago, where we were concerned of maybe our meals. How much are we going to pay per meal? Where this room that we have with another, 3 more girls?
Yeah, 3 other
which
women.
has lowered our cost for this weekend, also includes our meals, breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
So that,
and it's amazing, guys. The food, like, let me tell you, when you're on the executive level, it's a whole nother level. If you go down, like, they don't get everything we get. Like we're like
Yeah,
top
yeah.
notch guys, so it's cool.
So I was telling Miranda, like, because everyone that's staying in the room, we weren't even sure. None of us knew exactly how we were going to make it happen. We just all decided to say yes to ourselves.
Yeah.
And I was telling Miranda, because she had read earlier that dinner would be included. To me, I must have missed that. And when I saw it, I was very surprised and I was very grateful. And I thought to myself, a thought that came to my head was, wow, when a group of girls come together and they're just going to say yes to themselves, magic happens.
Yeah, and a lot of blessings come along that you
Yes,
never expected
yes,
to.
Absolutely. Like, we did not expect all the amenities that this
Yeah.
room is providing us, and that is why we're on here today. We want to encourage you guys to say yes to yourselves. You know,
Yeah.
whatever it is. If it's going to the gym, yes, and be clear on it. You know, I do want to go to the gym. This is what I want to do. I'm going to go Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Yep.
Tuesday 6 a.m.
Yeah,
You know?
setting that date, like she said, at 6 p.m. or hey, I'm gonna go to the gym Wednesday at this time is major, because you can have a goal and say, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym this week, or I'm gonna work out this month, and leave it at that. And then you have no idea. It's too open-ended. You don't know what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, and you don't really hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
And you kind of let it just slip away. But when you like set those dates and times, then it happens, because it's almost like you see this deadline in front of your face and you're like, shit, I got to reach this deadline. Like, I have to do this. Oh, this is on my schedule for tomorrow.
Yes.
I need to do it.
And I actually read that self-discipline is the biggest form of self-love, you know.
Yeah.
And another thing that we were we caught at the event in Chicago called We Rise by Kayla Jetta, one thing that she said was, or it wasn't her, I can't remember the speaker's name, but he said that Bob said that, you know, our bodies are like no to specific things, right?
run.
Because our bodies feel like harmful, you know, like going to the gym, it just seems painful, and I'm taking time away from my family, and you know, our brains are programmed, you know, everything we've experienced has created a program, and when we're so used to that program, that's like our reaction. I like to call it the default mode,
Yeah,
right? Because
the
we don't
default
have
mode.
to be there, but we just kind of automatically go there because we've been so used to that default mode.
Yep.
But guess what, guys? You don't have to stay there. Like,
Nope.
you have the power to create that change. You know, I think that you just need to make the decision, like
Yeah.
we did. We said yes to ourselves. We said yes to ourselves a couple months ago, and we've had things just kind of blessing
fall into our
after
lap,
blessing,
right?
falling into our laps.
And so fast, right? Because
so fast.
what was this, a week ago, guys? Because this was like very, very last minute. So like, it was not expected, and we did not
No.
even envision this happening. And the day of, we're like, this is actually happening. Like,
Yes. So a week ago from Friday, we sat at Starbucks because we,
Yes.
like she mentioned, we are in a women's empowerment group, which is a mastermind group where we get together every Sunday virtually, and we declare our goals. We hold each other accountable. But from that group, the idea of an event to help other females be
Yeah.
able to get that experience, to be able to learn how to say yes to themselves, came. So we sat at Starbucks that Friday, and we began to plan out our event for December 14th. And in that moment was when Miranda decided,
Yeah.
yes, I'm going to Chicago. I deserve this experience,
Yep.
and I'm going to allow it to grow me. I'm going to go with the growth, because that's all it takes. All it takes is for you to say, yes, I want this, and yes, I'm going to go for it. And that's what we want to encourage you guys, to say yes for yourself, to show up for yourself, to remember that self-discipline is the biggest form of self-love.
yeah, and they also say, there's a term, they say, when you show up, you glow up, right?
When you show up, you glow up.
And I really love that. And I just, we just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys a little bit more, and get to tell you about our experiences. But we do have to go, because we don't want to be late to our event. We do have to get back. We have actually an open bar tonight, and drinking and dancing and mingling and networking, guys. There's so many amazing people here.
150 empowering
Empowering women.
at
And
this
there's like a
event.
few men there too. A few men are there.
I think they're both speakers. There's 2 men, and
Yep.
I believe that
One is
of
a
them-
financial coach.
Yeah, one's a financial coach, and the other is a marriage,
single, and something else I forgot. But he's really good, guys.
And we do have to go. I wish we could talk
Yes,
more about.
but we do have
about
to
his
go.
speaker, but
Expect to see us
yes.
probably tonight or something. We will catch back in.
and ladies, mark down December 14th. Okay, say yes to yourself and come join us because it's going to be a great time.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.